Hello, I'm Lugatorix and welcome to part 25 of the Greek cities campaign on Rome Total War, and we start off today's episode with a big battle indeed. So Doros the Conqueror has been attacked outside of Capua by Captain Kaiso of the Scipiones and Gaius Maxentius of the Roman Senate. There are actually two other armies near Capua. They never bothered to turn up, which I'm quite glad of at the moment. But this is really a huge battle. Now the strength ratio is 1-to-1, so it really is close. Our army, you can see at the bottom there, is Doros himself, the faction leader, a ton of hoplites, and only one unit of archers. I would have preferred another really 1 or 2 units of archers, but you can't get everything in life. We don't really have a lot of archer capacity around here, which is fine. But we need a really good victory here to not only weaken the Scipii, who I believe this is their last settlement, but also the Roman Senate. Now, Captain Kaiso, he's got a relatively small army, but Principes are pretty decent, so, you know, we don't want to underestimate them. And then we have Gaius Maxentius, whose army is a pretty solid pre-Marian Roman army. I mean, in terms of pre-Marian Roman armies, this is really pretty much as good as it gets. So, it's not going to be easy at all, but we're just going to be in a defensive formation trying to work this out. So, let's see how we do. Okay, so here we are. Now, I think both the armies are coming from a relatively similar direction. I think the Senate might be coming from sort of like over here. But really, we need to kind of set up over here. Now, there is a nice sort of little house thing, farm, village over here. I don't particularly want to get involved in that. To be honest, not today. Not today. But there is a nice hill in front of that. So, we can probably set up along here. And it means we're on a little bit of a incline or decline for us, but incline going up for them, which will benefit us. So, we have a ton of hoplites. We have 18 hoplites. So, really, we should be doing pretty well here. I think I'm going to have a front line of... So, we're going to have 10 hoplites in a nice line like that. Thick units of phalanx, but relatively widely spread out. Now, we need to have lots of units on the flank because the Romans, well, all the factions have a tendency to try and flank us with the cavalry. So if we get 3 nice units along there, that's going to really benefit us as well. And then we'll get 3 nice units on the other side. And my maths is god awful because I've miscalculated this big time. How have I miscalculated that so badly? Okay, so this is exactly what I want. And then what I want, again, like I said, 3 armoured hoplites on each flank. Because, yeah, we really need to prepare for cavalry flanking you and other units flanking you. And you don't want units getting around the back of the hoplites holding the front line. That's a very bad idea because they're vulnerable. They're going to have to move their spears. It causes trouble. If a unit of hoplites gets surrounded, they're pretty much done for, even if they're armoured hoplites. So just make sure we've got a nice bit of protection against that. And the good thing about this farmhouse being here is we can put the archers in behind, and it makes it a lot more difficult for the Romans to physically get to us because they can't get directly behind us because there's a house here. They would have to come around here through this small gap. So it's unlikely the archers are going to be hit, which is good stuff. And then Doros, just chill along here. So this is going to be the formation. We'll get into the group, get in defensive mode. I don't want the archers on fire at will or skirmish mode just because, for example, I don't want them firing at peasants. That would be a complete waste of everything. Now, looks like the Senate are coming from this direction. I thought they were going to come from over there, so I miscalculated that slightly. So, potentially we could move another unit of armoured hoplites over onto this flank, just in case. To have like 4 units of armoured hoplites, that would be maybe advisable. In fact, I am going to do that. I'm going to get another unit of armoured hoplites just along here because I'm worried the Senate are going to slam straight into this flank and it's going to be very, very weak. So, I'm going to get a unit of armoured hoplites to do that. Otherwise, we look fine. Oh, wait a minute. The Senate, are they going to try and just go over there and come at us straight? Do you know what? We'll keep the armoured hoplites moving over to the other flank because I feel like still the right-hand side of our army is the weaker side. Purely because of where the Senate have decided to set up. Now, what do we got over here? It seems like the armies are coming in 2 waves, which is interesting. So you have Equites, Principes, looks like Equites, Peasants, I think, and then probably more Principes. Now, what can the archers reach? Nothing currently. That's because they're not Cretans. So the Scipii are coming forward. I think we need to start hitting the Principes with the archers. So the archers can start doing that. But I'm pretty confident that this Scipii army isn't going to be too much of a threat. I mean, the Peeler of the Principes could do a bit of damage. That is quite possible. But to be honest, I don't think they're more likely just to charge straight in, knowing the AI, rather than be sensible and throw all their Peeler before they actually charge in. But there we go. The Senate, they've got a very, very wide line, which means it's not very thick. You see our line, it's less wider, but it's a lot of hoplites, layers of hoplites. So I reckon they might be a little bit weaker because of that. Now, they have more potential to flank us, but that's why we've had lads protecting the flank. So we should be okay in that regard. Okay, Scipii are very, very close now. If we could potentially get my general to charge into the back of a unit of Principes, then we could start the mass rout going on over here. You see peasants have charged straight in. I mean, they're going to break. Yeah, they're going to break straight away. You can see they're already broken. And it's just going to cause a mass rout. There you go. They're just completely collapsed. Why they started to charge in with peasants when we all knew they were going to collapse is absolute madness. And their captain died. And that army never stood a chance. Mostly because they charged in with peasants. I mean, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? Absolute madness. And as I said, if one unit breaks, the whole army collapses. That is quite often the deciding factor, is whoever gets the first break. And we got the first break, clearly, because peasants charged into armoured hoplites and they suffered. And of course their captain died, which didn't help their cause either. So Doros can clean a few of the Principes up. Don't particularly want to see them back. To be honest, I think he's a little bit overexposed now. Just get these guys and then we'll be fine. So their captain, Captain Kaizo, is indeed dead. And we have killed 15% of the army and 1% of us has been killed. So I'm pretty happy about that so far. Okay, so Doros is getting back behind the line. Hopefully we can do something similar with the Senate army. It's going to take more to get them routing because there's literally more of them. But, you know, it'll be alright. We'll get the archers firing in a second when they're in range. Okay, archers are now in range of the Roman general, so we'll start hitting Gaius Maxentius himself. Or there is another Roman general, it could be him. I can't remember what the other guy was called. But one of them is definitely Gaius Maxentius. Now, they're coming at a weird angle. Good job I got that other unit of hoplites because there's a lot over here. This is what I'm most worried about. Now, a Roman general has charged straight into hoplites. If he dies, I tell you now, the rest of the army is not going to be very happy. In fact, he routs. He's not going to die, I don't think, but he routs, and that's going to lower the morale of everyone on the Senate army. Let's just pause for a second because a lot is going on. So we've got one general routing. Real shame we couldn't kill him. You know what? It's not the end of the world. Where is the other Roman general? That's what I want to know. Honestly, I can't find him. I thought there were two Roman generals. Maybe I'm mistaken. Because I can't seem to find him. But it's alright. The archers, honestly, at this point, they can just be on fire. Well, it's cool. But yeah, this side of the army hasn't charged in yet. The other side has. Doros just get on the back here. Now, how is this unit of armoured hoplites doing? They're eager. The Triarii are eager as well. But Triarii are inferior to hoplites. And you've got a unit breaking there. So that's going to lower the morale of everyone. Doros get around the back here. If we could charge into the back of a unit, we can get more lads routing, and this is going to cause more and more trouble for the Senate army. So just get around the back, and we've got a steady unit, we've got a shaken unit. If we just charge to the back of them, how are we going to do? They're still steady, but none of Doros' men is going down, or like very, very few of them comparatively to the Romans. He breaks, and it looks like this unit of Triarii are wavering. Okay, the general's coming in. Let's just get out of the way of the general. Doros, retreat behind the hoplites. There's no point you dying for no reason. It looks like the general is going to pursue us. I mean, it's 38 men. Okay, he's charged back the hoplites. I do have to charge into him now. I mean, we could kill the general here. This unit of hoplites is suffering a bit because it's just so surrounded. I mean, I haven't even... Do you know what? Let's pause for a second. I didn't even look over this side. The whole army's collapsed on this side. Now, enemy general fallen, Publius Maxentius. Maybe it was Publius Maxentius, not Gaius Maxentius. I apologise. So that looks like... so there's a Roman general over there, and it looks like Doros himself killed Publius Maxentius. Unfortunately, we couldn't get that guy down as well. But one general's down, the other one is routing. This unit of hoplites is suffering a bit, but to be honest, they're still eager. And they're still at 70 men, and they've had a lot of units charge into that one single unit of hoplites, so not doing too badly. We've got Shaken Hastati, I reckon a good charge into them and they'll go down. Broken, yep, thought so. Now, Triarii, they should have their spears pointing towards my hoplites, so a good charge into them and we should be okay. That wasn't a very good charge. I'll be careful, really do not need Doros dying here. Okay, get out, get out. We've got the Triarii routing. Okay, what's going on over here? Let's pause for a second. Oh, game, don't do this to me. Why are you back there? And why are you... This glitch, I don't know if someone can explain why this keeps happening. Why the hoplites keep moving backwards every battle. Get back into position, you stupid bastards. You should not be moving. Oh dear. Right, okay, yeah, there was a bit of trouble there, purely because my own flipping units decided to go on walkabouts. Right, don't want to charge into those Triarii, they're steady, so we'll leave that. Yeah, the whole line collapsed. Not because of anything they did, but because my own units decided to disobey me. So yeah, we've got now a unit of Principes charging into the back of hoplites. Okay, they did indeed rout though, which is good. Let's just, I mean, there's a unit of, we don't want to charge into Triarii, but pause for a second. You need to get into position, okay? Do what you're told. Now, yeah, this unit of Triarii is a bit annoying. I don't want to charge into them, as I said. Just get Doros around the side here. We've got Steady Hastati. Well, you know, we don't want to charge into Steady Hastati particularly. We've only got 32 men left of the general. We can probably charge into the back of these Principes, though. Get them routing. Shaken. Oh, we lost a few of the bodyguard then, but we did indeed get that unit routing eventually. Get on the back here. This unit of hoplites is really surrounded. So, general into the back of those Triarii. Just don't die, Doros, please. We just need those Triarii to break. There we go. They're broken. Pause again. I really need to know what's going on the other side. We've got a unit of broken Principes over here. Well, honestly, you two can focus on that unit of broken Principes. There's basically nothing over this side. I don't have to worry too much. It's all going on over this side. And to be honest, there's not a huge amount of force left. There's not a huge amount left at all. So Doros is getting that unit down. Get out of there, Doros. That unit's broken. I think the rest of the army is going. I think they've had enough. So basically, this is a matter of Doros chasing as many men down as possible. You guys get on these lads. Let's just pause for a second. I think the archers can probably just fire on these Weletes. Honestly, you guys get out of phalanx and start chasing some men. Why not? You guys get out of phalanx and start chasing those geezers. But yeah, as I said, Doros, no. Start chasing the units that are routing and getting away. We want to ride down as many men as possible. We only took 7% losses, but unfortunately, we've not even killed half their army. Now, it's still a lot of men. Doros, come on, get over here. I'm sorry, it's still a lot of men. But, oh, I don't know what you two are doing. Doesn't matter. It's still a lot of men. But there's still a lot remaining because we didn't even kill half of them. Now, Doros can probably run down a lot of them, but still, it's not 100% ideal. Either way, to be honest, very, very solid victory. I'm very happy with this. It's some, oh, but not Triarii. Yeah, some very, very good stuff here. Doros the Conqueror living up to his name and really doing a fantastic battle here against the Senate army. So the Senate should back off, hopefully, and it means Capua. And bear in mind, it's the Scipii really we're fighting here because we're trying to get Capua. So no more Senate to baby the Scipii, and also no more Scipii to defend the Scipii, and apart from the garrison of Capua. So things are looking on the up, and we barely took any losses. We took very, very few. I mean, most of the hoplites, apart from this one unit, basically untouched. I mean, it really is an absolute massacre of Romans, which is exactly what I wanted to see here. But as you see, quite a few are getting away, but that happens. It's not the end of the world. Doros, by the way, gaining a lot of experience. I think he was on like 3 bronze chevrons at the beginning of this battle. He's now at 2 silver. He's definitely gained at least 1 experience level. I think he might have even gained 2, you know. And of course, we managed to kill a general. Unfortunately, not both of them. The other guy got to 6 general's bodyguard, but didn't actually die. But still, we killed a decent amount. So, yeah, I mean, once this unit's down, we've done it. Fantastic stuff. And there we go. That is the battle. 1,252 kills to 121. I will take that. That is fantastic stuff there. Doros the Conqueror, you really are the man. This is why you're the faction leader, because you're an absolute tank. So let's see what else happens this turn. It looks like the Senate are backing off, which they kind of have to. Now the Seleucids are moving around, but it looks like the big army is actually moving towards Egypt, which is probably good. It means they're not going towards us, I suppose, but it probably means the Egyptians are getting a bit stronger. Scythians moving nearby. Thracian diplomat talking to Thessalonica. We're not going to win. The pirates are so tanky, it's ridiculous. Look at this. Ridiculous how much force. I mean, really, the pirates did need to be nerfed a little bit. But anyway. Philolaus of Scipii. Oh my god, these stupid names. I think it might be just Philia, we're going to call him or something, because flipping hell. But anyway, you look pretty solid. Good commander, untouched by fear is good. Command talent, only 22 years old. Join the crew. Where are you exactly? Looks like you're in Syracuse. Yeah, you're in Syracuse, so cool. We will have a use for you definitely in Syracuse. Now, faction announcements. Doros the Conqueror, veteran warrior, lovely stuff. And then a shield bearer, so yeah. Doros is getting pretty solid now. He is a decent guy, definitely. So that's good to see. And then we have diplomatic information. Numidia and the Seleucids are allies. That could mean that the Numidians are going to go to war with us soon because we're at war with the Seleucids. So that's a little bit of an issue. Honestly, if the Numidians go to war with us, they will regret it. They will not do a lot to us. And Julia and Dacia are allies. That kind of makes sense, to be fair. That's all right. And then over here, marriage celebrations. Some people are getting married. Good for them. Doros actually at 3 silver chevrons now. So where do we start? I think we should probably start actually with Italy. Now, this army is pretty much full strength, so we don't need to go back anywhere and retrain. Now, what is in Capua? Honestly, a decent amount of force. The Scipii have managed to get a decent amount of force left, but that's not amazing. I mean, that is pretty solid, to be fair. But I don't think they're going to do that well against us. I think I don't particularly want to attack in the city. I'd rather attack this force outside, Captain Secundus, because out in the open field we probably benefit. I don't know, do we benefit? I mean, we could just clog up the streets with hoplites, that's the thing. So it could actually be to our benefit, us being in the city. That's a tough call. I think we'll put Capua under siege, but I've got a sort of a plan this time. So we'll put Capua under siege, but normally what I do is I just build a couple of rams because it takes one turn. I'm actually going to build like a solid 5 rams. Really make sure we do this properly this time because we do not want to repeat of Bilazora last episode, or was it 2 episodes ago? Whatever it was. So yeah, we're going to take Capua hopefully pretty soon. That's a good situation. Now, talking of taking places, we can take Cyrene right now with Tellius of Attica's army. We can probably auto-resolve this. It literally is no one in. Yeah, there's 96 men, a unit militia, hoplites and skirmishers. I don't think we're going to lose that one if I auto-resolve. It's 100-3, so clear victory, 36 kills to 0. Yeah, that's pretty fine. So Cyrene is indeed ours, which is just cool. I think we'll just occupy this settlement. I think that, you know, it's pretty small. It should be okay. We'll repair the walls. We'll repair everything. It seems like quite a lot is broken, in fact. Get yourself roads, and then we'll be moving out pretty soon. Get yourself a unit of militia hoplites, because you need someone just to guard this for the moment. But honestly, really, these guys should be getting back on the boat and thinking probably going towards the Seleucids. In fact, this is another thing we should look at, is the Seleucids, before we decide what to do with that army. Ah, excellent. Oh, this is brilliant. Okay. If you remember at the beginning of this episode, Mazacar and Tarsus were under siege by the Seleucids. Now neither of them are. The Seleucids must be at war with Egypt. We'll have a quick look. They must be. Or maybe Armenia is causing them trouble? Possibly. Maybe the Armenians have put Hatra under siege or something. Let's have a look at the Seleucids. See, okay, Seleucids. They're allies with the Armenians. The enemies only with us. That's why the Seleucids have done so well, by the way. They've kept at peace with everyone, apart from us. That's why the Seleucids have done so well. But yeah, the alliance with Armenia has been very, very important. So I'm not sure why all these armies are moving. Why did Xenocrates move away from Tarsus? I don't know. Well, that's fine by me. I'm going to walk over towards Antioch. And do you know the beautiful thing about Antioch is? There's a bridge right outside. So if they want to attack us, they're going to have to attack us on the bridge, which benefits us, trust me. So first of all, we do need to get this guy back. So Philip needs to get back over towards Antioch. Unfortunately, he started walking back towards Mazacar. But really, I think we need to get this army of Hippias of Thebes. Let's get him outside. Are there any mercenaries? No, sadly not. But okay, can he get to the bridge? He can't, because of these guys. Right. Well, we'll form an army, so we'll get all of you guys, probably minus you. So we'll just leave Tarsus pretty much empty. This is the army of Hippias of Thebes. Now, if we attack this geezer, would he back off? No, in fact, he'd be willing to fight. That's not a very good army. We could possibly do that in a second. And then this, not a very good army either. Okay, I think we'll fight the Seleucids in a minute. Just knock these two armies back. We're going to get Philip back into Tarsus to make it happy more than anything. But also we need you near Antioch to join Hippias of Thebes. So you come over towards Tarsus. That's now happy, which is all good. Another thing we need to do, I know I'm going a bit across the map, but it's fine, is go and take Cilona. We might be able to auto-resolve this as well, just because there's basically nothing in Cilona. We'll have a quick look. So Gurgis of Segesta, going to assault the town, I think it is. Okay, we won't auto-resolve it. We won't auto-resolve. There is, inside the city, just one unit of Principes. Outside the city, we have some decent stuff actually. So what we could do is, well, we could literally just take the city, like rush to the plaza and then just say screw it, it's ours. Or we could maybe see if we could kill a few Hastati or whatever. I think, you know, we'll see how it goes. But either way, I think we should probably do this battle nice and quickly, and then we'll work out what we're going to do with the Seleucids in particular, and the Thracians as well. I mean, the Thracians is something we need to sort out. So let's just go and quickly take Cilona. That would be a nice thing to do right now. So here is Cilona. Now, as I said, inside the town, this is really quite a small town, by the way. Inside the town, basically nothing, so we can probably rush it pretty quick. Now, don't really want 38 men holding the ram. In fact, you guys honestly aren't needed in this battle. Just sort of stay around here. Just get a unit of decent hoplites to hold the ram, please. And what we'll do is we'll get another unit of decent hoplites to carry this ram. So Illyrians, drop the ram, move back here, and we'll get another unit of hoplites out of phalanx to do that. So we can surround the Principes pretty easily by just making 2 breaches in the walls, which is good. And in fact, we can get the Illyrians to throw some javelins at the Principes, which will kind of negate their pillar fire. Maybe we'll do that. Now the rest of the army, basically just move up right here, and then we'll start the battle. Not you silly whatever. Right, start the battle, move towards the gate, move towards the fence, and then all of you guys start coming forward, apart from you, honestly, not really needed, so that's all good. Now the Julii, the other Julii, are coming from all the way over there, but they've got a long way to travel. We could easily take the plaza for 3 minutes, I think it's 3 minutes, before they could get over. So I have no qualms about being able to take the city, but I would quite like to kill those guys as well, just because they're going to be annoying if they're just outside of Cilona. But it's not a huge priority. In fact, the Principes are on the plaza. They've not bothered to defend the wall, which is probably sensible of them actually. It's exactly what I'd do if I was the Julii, but it means that we don't have to worry about surrounding them here because, well, they've not really bothered to do anything. So what we'll do is we'll get half the army going down this road, the other half going down the other road, surround them from both sides, they'll be screwed. Gateway's open, so we're going to get all of you guys, minus you, into the city. You start going through there, and then you prepare to go through that gate, and it should be all good. Yep, there you go. Other fence is down, so pause it for a second. All of you guys go down that street and do exactly what I said earlier. Very, very small plaza, by the way. In fact, the town is very small. I mean, Cilona, I think it starts off literally as like the smallest town you can get, like, you know, in terms of different levels. It's like a level 1 town. But the Romans have not built it up at all, but then admittedly, the Gauls have been here for quite a while. The Julii have only taken this recently, so that probably explains why it's still quite barbarian. You can see there's a shrine to Abnoba, which is the Gaelic god. So that probably explains a good amount of it. So you guys come over here. Over here. You guys sort of come over. Can you fit? Just sort of just spam over there. Okay, these guys don't feel like moving, so just move over there, whatever. Not the Illyrians. Why are the Illyrians over there? I didn't tell the Illyrians to... Right, for God's sake. Look, guys, you get over there. The Illyrians get back. I did not want the Illyrians getting involved, for goodness sake. They're throwing their pillar. So, oh, for God's sake. Right, okay, guys, you start attacking them from this side. You guys, minus the Illyrians, start attacking from the other side. Just surround them, please. Thank you. So we're going to take a few hits from the pillar. That's kind of unavoidable. Then they charge. Just surround them, lads, for goodness sake. Well, that unit's probably going to take a few hits. Now, the other Julii are nowhere near, so it should be okay. They are suffering. There we go. Looks like their captain died. Captain Quintus. And the rest of the army should follow suit. Beautiful. So the plaza is ours. I'm actually going to get everyone else inside the city. We might as well get all of you guys. Just come inside the city like over here. Now, they're coming from... Where exactly are they? They're coming from over there. They're probably going to come through this gate. So what we could do is literally defend the gateways or defend the streets. If we clogged up the streets with Hastati, yeah, we take a few hits from the pillar and stuff. Or should we just take the plaza for 3 minutes? Guys, why haven't we got the plaza? Somebody must still be alive. For goodness sake, there's like... Just get them down. This is ridiculous. Guys, there is one... There we go. So we've got the plaza. Honestly, I'd be tempted just to see if we can keep the plaza for 2.5 minutes. What we'll do, we'll get the Illyrians on the plaza so they can be the ones that actually physically hold it. And then we'll get people moving out towards the street, blocking up the street like this. 3 or 4 layers of hoplites, that's not particularly neat, but the job will be done. And then they can block up the street, so if they want to come back, then they're going to die. I think they will get here before 2 minutes, definitely. So yeah, we do kind of need to do that. So they've come through the city streets, and they're going to charge straight into hoplites, which admittedly aren't really that prepared. But it's alright, we are getting into position. So guys, just get your spears down. Spears down. Oh my god, guys, spears down. That's not the right way, you morons. You're going to take too many losses because of that. There we go, you finally got your spears down. We've got other layers of hoplites ready as well. But yeah, they're starting to just charge straight in rather than throwing their peeler, which makes no sense. But is welcomed by me, to be honest. So there we go, they're just going to charge in. In fact, we could potentially take the plaza because we've still got control of the plaza. They can't physically get to it because these hoplites are blocking the way. So it looks like we're killing them a lot quicker than they're killing us anyway, so it should be fine. We can just get them down to last man, apart from maybe like the ballistas. I don't even know, where was that unit of ballistas? Because there was a unit of ballistas. No, oh, they're all the way back there. They just got left behind. We won't bother to kill the ballistas, but I mean, apart from that, we'll be good. Right, let's just speed this up a little bit. We got one unit of armoured hoplites which has taken a few hits. There we go, victory. We'll continue just because I want to get this army down, to be honest. Don't particularly want to see them again. I think, look, get some help from these guys in. Get some help. But yeah, there's just no way the Romans are going to win this now. It's all good. We've got the backup hoplites coming in, and then more Romans are out. And the other final unit routes, they are going to suffer like hell trying to get to the plaza. And their captain dies as well. Okay, so it literally is just the ballistas. Honestly, my general could probably take care of the ballistas just by sort of manoeuvring around them. We can see. If not, if it looks like a little bit dangerous, then we'll just end the battle. We can end it whenever we want. We have control of the plaza. So get out the town, and we'll see what we can do. General can go on a little bit of an adventure. So where are these ballistas? They're up the top of the hill. I think there's only like 7 people controlling them. So if we manoeuvre around, bear in mind the ballistas are quite slow to manoeuvre. If we manoeuvre around, look, guys, stop. I meant to click on that. We could potentially get around the back of them really quickly and just charge into the 7 men that are controlling it. They won't be able to shoot my general quick enough because they're too slow. To be fair, they're manoeuvring pretty quickly, but probably not quickly enough. Just hit them now. Just hit them. They won't be able to do anything. Beautiful. They were out straight away, and we're going to take them down to last man, which is lovely. Yep, that was pretty simple. We did take a bit too many losses there, but honestly, we have so many men, we can just retrain. It's all good. So, well, we can't retrain at Cilona. They've basically got no capacity to retrain at all, but we'll find a way. So, probably our next target is maybe Segestica. The thing is, the Dacians have that, so I'm not entirely sure if I want to do that. We'll probably occupy the settlement. I think that'll be okay because it's quite small. So we'll occupy the settlement. What we'll do first, we'll get rid of that stupid barbarian shrine. I'm not bothered about that. We'll repair the walls, and then we'll construct, I think, Hermes. Yeah, there you go. We'll get some Hermes in, and then get some militia hoplites. Beautiful, and that's all good. So, yeah, Gurgis or Segesta, honestly, he could probably move out towards Segestica. That would kind of make sense, and then he would probably be looking towards, like, Patavium, a place like that. You know, starting to look at the sort of two-pronged attack on the Julii, with Doros coming from the south and this geezer coming from the north. That could be quite effective with dealing with the Julii. But unfortunately, I think, yeah, it's still Dacian. So if we did go for Segestica, we would indeed be declaring war on the Dacians, which should be okay. Probably before we do that, we should have a better look at what the Thracians are looking like. So we have Damianus of Thessaly over here. Now he is, screw it, pick up these Thracians. He's going towards Tylis. Now we'll move over slowly. I don't really know what armies are around. Yeah, you see, there's him. Guidries. Don't want to fight him particularly. So we will stay here, and then what we'll do is we'll put Bilazora back under siege. We're going to take it this time. We're going to put Bilazora under siege. Build more rams this time. We'll wait 2 turns, it's fine. We need to build more rams. We do not want to make the same mistake as last time. Thessalonica, you can keep recruiting and sending troops up, so that's fine. And then, yeah, what we'll do is, hopefully, Guidries will move towards Bilazora to defend it, and that means Damianus can take Tylis. If he does move towards Damianus, that's fine as well, because we're on the bridge. So, either way, we kind of win in that one. So, we can't take Capua. Let's just finally have a look at Africa. Now, there's a decent force in Caralis, so don't particularly want to move there. Our navies are really spread out, by the way. Let's just move them all home. We have a ton of force at Carthage. Now, Alexandrus of Knossos, yeah, I remember now. Yeah, pick up these guys. He is going to be the new governor of Carthage because they're like perpetually unhappy. So yeah, go. You come in there. We've got a lot of force, and to be honest, we have too much force in Carthage. It's ridiculous how much there is in Carthage. This is a whole army which could be going somewhere. In fact, we have a new general in Syracuse, don't we? We have this new guy who looks very similar to Anaxandros of Knossos. They've got the same helmet. He could possibly be the one to lead the charge against the Numidians. Repair that market, by the way. He could possibly be the one to do that. So if we moved him out, would they be really unhappy? No, honestly, they'd be okay. And we can pick up... Screw it. Bring these guys along, and then they can just be in Syracuse to keep it happy. Yeah, so Sicily is pretty happy now. So what we can do is move you guys out. I would like to move you guys out. If we moved all this out, they'd be really unhappy. Yes, of course they flipping would. Of course they would. I mean, they're about to get public baths, which will help. Okay, they're in the blue now. So this is an army of Philolas of Cypesia. I'm not sure how you say that, to be honest, but it's alright. So you're going to be the one leading the charge against the Numidians, probably actually first going towards Carthage and dealing with them. So really, we need you to get on a big boat, and that we do lack, because we haven't got a lot of naval force in the region. We'll bring you over, so let's get you to stop cleaning up these stupid... Okay, maybe not, that navy is screwed. Oh, for goodness sake, this is ridiculous how we have so little naval force. Right, get over to Syracuse, retrain them, and recruit another ship. Ridiculous. So you're going to get on this ship pretty soon. You can start moving towards there, and you're going to probably start dealing with the Numidians or something. So the final thing we need to do this turn is deal with the Seleucids outside of Antioch, because I reckon we can do a pretty good job against them. So yeah, let's do that right now. So here we are now. I don't particularly like going on the offensive with the Greeks, but it's alright, we can do it this one time. We have archers, it does help. So we're going to kind of do the usual thing where we have a front line full of hoplites. In fact, we'll have one unit of armoured hoplites in a nice thick line like that, and then we'll have lads on the side just in case, and also really more to protect the archers in this instance. Sort of get around the side here just in case the Seleucids get any stupid ideas, which, knowing the Seleucids, they probably will. So these guys are going to be like this. We have a good amount of archers, which is lovely to see. So you guys spread yourselves out like that. Lovely. Get off skirmish mode. You can probably be fire at will, that's alright. And then the general can be at the back. We're going to move forward this army, so like this. Start the battle. And we have one force over there. We have another force over the hill there. Now, they've set up on a hill, which was pretty clever of them, to be honest. That is exactly what they needed to do. But we'll try and manoeuvre it so we're exactly on the hill. Now, I wonder if the Seleucid armies are going to merge. I think they're going to try and merge into one army over where the first army was. So what we could do is try and get on that hill, pretty much exactly where those Seleucids are now, the reinforcements, and then we'll be on a level playing field. So that's what I'm going to try and do, manoeuvre myself like that. Right, so they have indeed converged like I thought they were going to, and I have also managed to manoeuvre it so that we are on a level playing field with them. So that's pretty good as well. Good, so we'll just move a little bit more forward. I mean, they have more men than us, but it looks like their army is pretty bad quality, so that's good to see. In fact, they are, yeah, they're coming closer. They're starting to fire on us. Now, who is that? That is a unit of archers. You know what? Screw it. Just charge the archers straight up. They're probably going to back off, but as long as it sort of gets them away, because they're actually doing a bit of damage so far. We basically just need to go right up to them and be super aggressive. Now, the Cretans and my archers are doing a good job, but they've got their own arrow fire as well. It's not like they've got nothing, so really, we should start moving forward. I really do want to be a bit aggressive on this one, purely because I don't want to lose men to missile fire. This is an important army, because this is one of the two armies that is going to be fighting outside of Antioch? Yeah, Antioch. And probably Hatra later against the Seleucids. So we need to not take too many losses here. That is very, very important. And already we've taken 3% losses, which is not good enough. Now, what have we got over here? We've got a unit of archers over there, you idiots. We are... Oh, no, sorry. Pause. Not you. Not you. General. Yeah, you've completely isolated yourself. So, Hippias the thieves. Oh, that's going to hurt, though. That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt. Yeah, you're already wavering. Stop wavering, lads. Just go back to shaken. We're dealing with them. It's alright. The general is coming to babysit you. Now, they're charging in. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is going on? We weren't really in position. Now, I don't know what's going on. The Cretan archers are there. Some side chariots got into them, but side chariots against hoplites. Like, come on. Now, we've got... Honestly, I'm not really sure what's going on. Oh, my goodness. This is a mess already. All the side chariots done a lot of damage. Screw it. Okay. Right, we dealt with the archers, which is good. We need to get into the back of these militia hoplites. This is not ideal. The side chariots have caused mayhem. He's finally died, the bastard. The bastard side chariot has eventually died. Now, we have killed 10% of them. Sorry, we've had 10% of us killed. They have 22% of them killed. So we are doing better. I think actually it's going to be alright now. We just need to get you guys back in a sort of semblance of a formation and we should be okay. Now, you really need to come over quickly and get into the back of that unit. And you can also get into the... Okay, those archers are broken. I'll get them down in a second. So they're broken. Good to see. Let's chase down these archers very... Oh, there are archers. That's why we can't chase down our own archers. Well, okay. Okay, that's a bit annoying. Whatever. It's because the side chariot screwed them over. Yeah, the whole army's collapsing now. Not into the back of that unit. No. That's it. Right, those militia hoplites are wavering. If we got into the back of them, they should break. No, get out of there, Hippias. Get out of there, Hippias. Get out. Right, pause for a second. You hoplites need to move forward against that unit. You hoplites need to move forward against that unit. What have we got here? We've got Peltasts and Peltasts over here. Basically, this whole side is collapsing. You get out of phalanx and chase off those Peltasts. General, you need to be careful because you're going to die at this rate. So we have all our hoplites chasing them. We have done pretty well. We have killed the majority of their army. I say that, we killed 32% of them. Hopefully we can kill a lot more in the coming seconds once we get these militia hoplites down. We've still killed a decent amount of them and we've convincingly won the battle, but we did take too many losses. Basically just because of the side chariots. The side chariots screwed us over. So, you know, that's just what happens sometimes. So these guys are broken, so you guys out of phalanx, into them, the whole army is collapsed. It's just this one unit of militia hoplites now, which my hoplites can deal with nice and easily, so you get into them, into phalanx, general, get them down, and we should all be good. Yeah, they're broken. In fact, I don't know what Seleucid unit hasn't broken yet. We should have won the battle, but it's all good. So we're going to get a few more of them down. How many now have we got down? We've got now about 50% of them down. Victory, yeah, we'll continue the battle. We were always going to win this. We had the much superior army, but we did take quite a few losses there. It happens, it's alright. So clear victory, 371 kills to about 90 odd. Yeah, okay. Well, we probably will have to go back maybe to Tarsus and sort of retrain, but that's alright. We can live with that. We'll see what goes on. Both armies should move back. Yeah, both armies did indeed move back. There's actually a Seleucid assassin there who has only got subterfuge of 2, so he should be okay. Now, Antioch is still looking pretty strong. There's still Xenocrates about. Hippias of Thebes could now get to the bridge, though, which is beautiful. Do you know what? No, I hate Eastern Merc. Oh, whatever. We'll bring them. They can go back to Tarsus. I really wish we had this army of Philip that could get over to the bridge. Sadly, it can't. I would like to take the bridge, but this army is not the strongest. I don't know if he could even hold the bridge, especially as this guy would come from the back of the bridge and it could cause trouble. We could be surrounded. We don't really have enough men. That's the truth. Right, we're going to do a retraining job at Tarsus. So what we're going to do, all the units need to be retrained, go to Tarsus. The ones that don't need to be retrained, so like all of these guys can step out for a moment. You guys just step out of Tarsus. Guys that need to be retrained go back to Tarsus. So all these guys need to be retrained. So we'll get the weakest units retrained. So you guys can be retrained. And then we'll actually recruit another unit of... Do you know what? We'll get another unit of archers in. I think we need archers more than anything, to be honest. We've got a ton of hoplites. So we do actually have a lot of force. You can just come back and join these guys. I don't think anyone can really reach there. So we have a lot of force in Tarsus now, which is good. But we still need to deal with Antioch. We still need to deal with Hatra, which looks... Oh, no, don't do that. Hatra, which... Is it still Seleucid? It is. It's going to be Seleucid. They might even have Seleucian, you know. This is ridiculous. They still have all this land. It's crazy. What have the Parthians and Armenians been doing? I mean, are they at war with each other? Let's just have a quick look at this. So Parthia is indeed at war with Armenia. That kind of makes sense. They're probably fighting the Scythians as well and the Egyptians. Okay, well, okay, fair enough. Well, right. It means really this army probably could move up towards the Seleucids. I mean, what we'll do, we'll get them all off the boat. You know what, I'm going to leave Cyrene completely unguarded for one turn. Who is going to take it? We're going to get the militia hoplites in. They'll be okay. They'll live. You guys basically just need to start moving in this general direction. And we'll work out exactly where you need to go nearer to the time. I mean, what exactly is over here, for example? Quite a lot. Okay, so we won't do that. Right, what I'll do is I'll recruit, construct, and then we'll end the turn for the final time this episode. Okay, so the final time this episode, we will indeed end the turn. See, what are you doing exactly, by the way? Ah, you were meant to be going back to turn 1 to be retrained. I nearly missed that. Oh, we haven't got enough money, and I don't think you guys can even retrain armoured hoplites. So really, actually, you need to keep on moving towards Athens to be retrained. But anyway, yeah, let's end the turn. See what happens. So, well, we've been attacked immediately by the Scipii outside of Capua. Interesting. Very interesting. So Doros the Conqueror has been attacked by the Scipii. Now, this is actually huge. There's no Senate this time to baby them. It is literally Scipii versus Greece. And as far as I know, this is the Scipii's last stand. So Captain Secundus, who we just fought, the remnants of that army, pretty weak apart from this one unit of Principes, probably just been trained over there. And then Julianus Scipio, probably the faction leader. Yeah, he's indeed. Plus 2 more bodyguards and then a decent pre-marine army. Still, honestly, I'm not that worried. We have a ton of armoured hoplites. We were basically untouched in the previous battle. I think we'd be fine. Doros the Conqueror is amazing. He's a ton of command. He's really, really good. I think we stand a very good chance. In fact, the game reckons we do as well. So we will start off tomorrow's episode, or not tomorrow's, next episode, can't make promises, next episode, with the Battle of Capua, and probably finishing off the Scipii for good, or pretty much doing so. So I'll see you then, basically. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you around.